damn it.
The sun rises on the Northwestern.
What?
50. 50.
Just to talk like a normal human being, not like the Green Giant. But that's good. I'm glad you're excited.
Captain Sig Hansen and crew have been grinding nonstop since pulling their first pot 36 hours ago.
This 24-hour business is actually paying off.
Still rolling like a freight train.
And we decided to do the 24-hour rotation. It just made sense for this season. And everybody's had their rotation in their bunk.
We're running for 2 days now. A little sore.
For deck boss Edgar Hansen, it's not just the brutal hours.
All I can really do is pull handles, no lifting, no shots, no hook throwing.
It's his deteriorating back.
You just gotta deal with it, man. Make do and get by. What else are you gonna do, you know?
The tanks are filling up. But the captain is running on empty.
I haven't been to bed since yesterday morning. Sometime, I don't know, it's well over 36 hours now.
How's Captain Sig doing? Is he getting a little...
Yeah, he's a little loopy, a little tired.
I heard him on the louder hill. Like, what?
Fishing's been phenomenal. And you get focused, and when you're focused, you can stay awake.
He's been up for a long time. We've all already gone through a rotation, and I think he was up before we even started the rotation. So he's probably looking at a good 30 hours. He's gonna be up for another 12, because it's daylight now.
What the is going on here?
And the last thing the exhausted skipper wants to see, the fleet moving in.
Yeah, there's more boats moving up the line here. I think he may be setting. Keep going. We are on crab. Boats are definitely moving in. If you want to keep what you found, you got to be aggressive. I'm going around the clock. I don't care.
It's a grind. I'm starting to get delirious. But the pots keep coming up. Full, 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 full.
Now this is really something.
The Northwestern has fished for 2 days nonstop to stuff their tanks before the fleet moves in.
Guys are moving up, though. That's the thing. I see boats coming up all the time. Ooh. When we set this string, it was clear as a bell. And today, it's just crisscross with gear. But 22 boats on 12 miles. It's a lot of boats.
Kind of under the gun, you know. We're trying to beat all these boats.
Set it when you're ready.
Stake our claim, you know. Make this area our own for now.
We want to go in with the boat full to save time. And the only way to do that is to pull gear. The only way I can do that is to stay awake and make it happen.
Captain Sig Hansen landed on the crab 48 hours ago.
Siggy! Yay for Siggy!
He's been awake ever since.
I want those crab. I want this boat full. Just that simple.
I'm okay. I'm not as okay as that guy up there who's been up for about 48. And that's really hard to be up in the wheelhouse because you're just sitting there. It's warm. You're just staying awake. That's all you're doing, you know?
Fill this boat. That's what we gotta do. It's our the last pot in this string.
Between strings,
Oh my God. Too old for it.
the crew will get a 5-minute breather.
You don't need that nap.
But the captain powers through.
Sig has got crab fever right now. He's gone psycho. You gotta bring these 9 pots in. 56 was 12. Eat.
She's gonna start to fade here real quick. Guaranteed. Either he asked me for help or we make him go to bed. One of the two. Have a crab fishing intervention.
There's no pot coming.
What's going on here? You sleeping?
You sleeping? I just want to rest.
Say uncle yet?
Huh?
Say uncle yet?
No. Just waiting for it. Oh, did you go past it? Where the f is it? Damn it, it's a mile. I was just sitting there nogging off. So be ready to jump.
Good. You say uncle yet? He goes, oh, I was just waiting for you guys.
Which way did you turn it?
I go, well, your string's a mile behind you.
Huh?
Oh.
All right, Edgar, you win. I think I'm starting to zonk.
Yeah. Sig said uncle. I knew it would come. You can only do it for so long.
I don't see the next pot.
After 2 straight days at the helm,
Take it.
the captain finally gives up his chair. In Dutch Harbor,
I'm ready to go.
with their king season complete, the crew of the 125-foot Northwestern are rigged and ready for bear die. The crab, Captain Sig Hansen, had no plans of catching himself.
When you're crab fishing, it's always something. I gotta worry about Edgar. Oh my God.
Despite his commitment to run the boat for bear die,
I'm real happy about the whole thing. We had lots of back pain in the past, but this is different.
Sig's brother Edgar is now backing out.
Oh, he's not real happy, that's for sure.
How you feeling? Sore?
No.
This was one that we gotta figure out. If I want to do this bear die thing, I need to know if you're gonna make it up or not. We're gonna ship you to Anchorage. I got a doctor's appointment. So if you agree with that, I mean, it's a way to go. I want to get you out of here.
That's what I wanted to do.
You got to know what's going on, man. You can't just. You got to know what the problem is. You can't just. It's like taking a pill to make it feel better temporarily. Let's say all of a sudden it's worse than you thought, and then all of a sudden now you're missing seasons, and then you got insurance companies involved. It's this big snowball that gets bigger going downhill. So we can't just assume anything anymore. Yeah, I mean, you got to have a doctor's okay. You can't just keep treating it. And then you get out there for bear die, and then all of a sudden it's bad again. You gotta know what this is. It's for the best.
I'm real happy about the whole thing, but I agree.
Okay? All right.
Good.
You know, it's a business. We don't have time to make mistakes. There's too much money at stake. In the meantime, we just got to worry about what's happening here today. I think the last time we fished out there was probably around 92. It's a long shot. All I can do right now is try to keep the family business going, go find some bear dye, and then wait for Edgar's call. That's all I can do. A little praying wouldn't hurt either.
Captain Sig Hansen is one of the first in the fleet to make the bear dye grounds.
Let's call it back in the day. You would fish bear dye farther west, and they'd be in some of the old typical spots. Right now, bear dye quota has gone up by 300%. Where is the question?
Sig hasn't fished bear dye in more than 20 years.
8, 57, 173. We're definitely real close.
So he dusts off his old logbooks to locate a hot spot from over 2 decades ago.
I want to find this specific hole that's out there. If I can find the book, I can find the bearing. It's not something that you find on the chart. This might be it. I'm gonna 60, 173, 10 or 95. Whoa! 60. Oh, that's what it was. It's a ditch. That's our home. That's our new home.
With Sig zeroed in on his old fishing hole,
We got about a mile.
the crew gears up for the hunt.
You guys ready?
Yeah, we're ready, bro.
Set it when you're ready.
For 15 hours, the crew fires off their entire load.
We're done with king crab. Nailed that. But it's starting on bear dye. It's a whole new ball game. It's like starting over. So the last time Sig fished bear dye was about 22 years ago. I was 12 years old. Matt, in 92, what were you doing?
Must have been doing drugs. I can't remember.
These spots, they never pay off. But it sure is fun to go check them out.
You guys ready? This is the one we're waiting for.
Captain Sig Hansen approaches his first bear dye pots, set on 20-year-old intel.
I don't know about the blast from the past, but we need to put some crab on the boat. Come on, Peacock.
And the crew have their doubts.
Seasons like this, we gotta earn our job.
Okay, let's see what you get here, Sig. What you got? Ancient Norwegian secret.
We're off to a bad jinx start, I'm telling you. Ah, here she comes. I see some crab. See some good crab. Biggie! Knife! Big clean crab.
We'll see if it continues to keep up, hopefully.
The first pot had crab in it, but you know, this thing goes down into a trench, and so they like to kind of hang out on the sides. I think the numbers are gonna get a lot better.
Yeah!
Feeling better now. Yeah! Yeah!
Ah, good ones.
Oh, yeah! Old school crab fishing here.
Yay!
Yeah, so how we looking?
Okay, shoot.
We had 82, 92, 93.
Good, 90s. Everybody's smiling right now. I wonder what he's doing up there. I know he's saying something.
Now, I wonder if Jake's crying.
I didn't say that this spot wasn't going to be good. Okay, maybe I said the spot wasn't going to be good.
Holy ah, it's too heavy!
Getting better.
Did I tell you or did I tell you?
Obviously, that's why Sig is the captain and I am not.
138.
So what do you think about my spot now?
Blast from the past. Over.
I'm sorry! I said I was sorry! I'm not worthy! I'm not worthy!
Not worthy. If there's guys doing better, more power to them.
On the 125-foot Northwestern,
That's exactly the number that we're looking for.
Captain Sig Hansen and crew continue their sleepless grind to fill the tanks with reds.
If we can get twice through the gear with decent average, you know, we can fill this thing. That's the goal.
We're almost there. The boat's almost full.
We're definitely on the red king crab grind.
Very big quota coming up for Bear Eye after king crab. Edgar's got something to look forward to, definitely. He's the one who wanted to sit in the chair and run the show, so perfect opportunity.
Below deck, the grueling hours are taking a toll on deck boss Edgar Hansen's injured back.
So it's a shooting pain, man, down the back of my arm. Right there, all the way down. Right? You know, it's just no one's, I just don't want to say anything to Sig. I mean, it's yet.
So far, he's kept big brother Sig in the dark.
You can't sit out there and complain about it. It's not what we do. But the worst part is when it hurts the most is when I'm sitting in that chair.
5 days ago,
He almost got 200,000 pounds of crab to catch.
after a massive increase in the bear die quota,
We're gonna fish the king, and then we gotta jump in as soon as we can and get you going on that bear eye.
Sig granted Edgar's wish to take on a bigger role in the family business.
We'll give it a shot.
No, you don't, you catch. I mean, that's money. This isn't just a little food scrap that's been tossed to him. It's a very decent sized quota with some decent money at stake. And with that, it's his responsibility to go get it. Now's the time for Edgar to show himself what he's actually made of.
Where's Edgar?
Anderson, can you have him come up here? What's going on out there?
He's taking a couple pots off. His back's out.
Can you have him come up here, please?
So,
You're missing the show, man. What is it? Why are you in your bunk?
you know I got a bad back.
What's wrong with your back?
Shooting pain in the back, shoulder blades, and arm. Everything just falls asleep.
How long has this been going on?
In a couple weeks.
Before we got up here?
Yeah.
I didn't know. You didn't tell me. I can't believe it's the end of the trip and I'm hearing about this. You know, you signed a contract before you came up. It says, "Are you fit for duty?" And you said, "Yes." All I know is you got over $400,000 on the line. It's another 400 grand to this boat that you're supposed to go get.
All I can tell you now is I can't drive. I couldn't drive right now if you wanted me to.
You mean you can't even sit in a chair and run a boat?
No.
So what you're telling me is I'm gonna run the boat for Bear Die. That's what you're telling me. We're almost done with our king crab season, And then the last guy I expected to throw a monkey wrench in the works is you.
A few days of Dutch, that's what I need. You know, anybody else would have bailed on you, but I'm not trying to. I want to be here.
You can't, Bill. It's your boat. It's your business.
That's what I said. If it was anybody else, they would. Damn it.
All right. Well, sorry I didn't tell you sooner. It's just, it is what it is right now. It went better than I expected, actually.
God, kill me now.
No, I think he gets it. I think he's at the age now too, where your family should matter.
So yes, this is family. Yes, I do care, but at the same time, I want to succeed. He's putting himself first before this business, and I think that's what's bothering me. I'm losing my sympathy here. If this was a corporate office, he would have been gone like that. Maybe it's his last crab trip for all I know.
You want to be done as soon as possible.
After days of grinding his crew,
Whoa! This is going home, crab.
Captain Sig's king crab quota is in the tanks.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, we're out of here.
Good day to be a crab fisherman.
Take five.
I have to say, as far as the king crab season, this has been one for the books. I won't be forgetting this season for quite some time. I always seem to manage, you know, to work it to the bone and to the end. This one's no different.
61.
61 in the last one.
We've killed it this trip. We're killing it. We're good.
The last string got a 62 average. It just got better. That's crazy. Tank is close, right?
One left to go.
Starting to slowly go down, so it means it's almost close to being full.
You know, we haven't gone around the clock for a long time on this boat, and that sure paid off.
The big pot. 72, 7-2.
High pot. High pot.
Baby.
Very nice job, guys. Good job. Way to stick together.
Bam, like a blitzkrieg this king crab season.
King crab is over with. Very successful. I think king crab is just a warm-up. Hopefully we make it through Paradise now.
Unforgettable season. I didn't want to end it on a negative, but this Paradise coming up is going to be a grind. No offense to Edgar, but I think we got to ship him out and do it right, you know, really find out what's going on with him. And I'm inclined to just get him a ticket to Seattle or Anchorage. He needs to be checked out by a doctor.
On the 125-foot Northwestern,
This stuff's got lots of soak on it now. Let's hope that it does something.
Captain Sig Hansen closes in on his next string.
Go through as many as we can before it starts blowing 45. Might have to shut down then.
Mandy, you ready to go?
Yeah.
Down below, greenhorn Mandy Hansen prepares for her final days on her father's boat.
I just don't want her to go away from this experience and not really knowing fully what it truly is. As far as I'm concerned with her, we're here to teach, but I want it real. I want her to know what it is so that she has no misconceptions about what we're doing.
And the sauce thing.
There you go.
Good. Thank you.
And now I want her to really know what it's like to have a full day's work. I want her to experience everything. That's what she asked for.
Until now, Sig has been singing a different tune.
You got him exposed here, so you want to come over. It's good.
taking Mandy under his wing instead of giving her the full greenhorn treatment.
Oh, you're doing good. You're doing good.
Is she a deckhand or is she the captain's kid?
Just want to be out there with my crew. It's just frustrating how it has to be different with me.
We've already coddled her a little bit. She's got Jake to cover her back. She's got Uncle Edgar and Uncle Nuri. Everybody's watching her. But there is a point when it's too much. And that's not fair. School's out and reality starts. We'll have to start going through the night and through the day tomorrow, get through the gear, because we've got, number one, airplane ticket for Mandy to go home. This is her last trip, and I want to make sure she can get out of here. And we also need to get a certain amount of crab on this trip. So we want to get Mandy in on time. We want to get in our delivery date on time. We want to get the boat full. So there is a reason to the madness. And Mandy, we're going to do an all-nighter, so get ready for your first little grind, buddy.
It's gonna be a long night, a long day.
I'm sort of tired to see. Or get a little punishment. I've been getting it for 20 years, so welcome to the club, sister.
The prospect of a 48-hour grind
What the f just happened?
doesn't faze this Hansen. Yet.
She hasn't done an all-nighter yet, and I think that we did gradually build her into this, and now we gotta do what we gotta do.
Yes.
Pulling an all-nighter because the weather's going to get real bad real soon. So we're going to pull as much as we can while we still are something.
Oh, yeah. Looks good.
4 500s there.
Oh, just good luck. What can I tell you?
We get a pick, go back into search mode, we grind all night, and into tomorrow, redirect, remove the gear, start over again.
420.
Nice, beautiful, that'll work.
No. Oh yeah, tap baby! Woo!
Obviously, there's a lot of crabs, so we're doing good.
So she's happy now. It's gonna be very interesting to see what she's gonna be like 20, 24, 26 hours.
If she can make it through the day, make it through tomorrow, my hat's off.
Find some big crabs.
We got 7 miles here. Why don't you take a break?
Just 10 hours into a 2-day grind.
She's so tired right now. She hasn't slept much last couple nights.
Greenhorn Mandy Hansen is already feeling the effects.
You got a kid that's sincere and truly wants to be here and experience it. So that's what I'm gonna give her. Now I feel like we can turn it up a notch. Where's Mandy? You out?
Yeah.
Let's go fishing.
Yeah. If this makes you feel any better, little Hansen, we got 3 miles, so.
40 hours into their grind, Captain Sig Hansen's crew finally gets a breather.
She's starting to feel it now. I know exactly what the kid's going through. And those little pains just get bigger and bigger.
I haven't been this tired yet. Sucks.
Tired, sore. You ain't the only one, kiddo. That's not normal. Can't even close my hand.
That's about as far as I get.
Just build up days and days of this. Are they squeaking yet?
No, they're hardly moving. I'll be lucky if I can do that.
It's all kind of catching up with me, huh?
First pot's up. Last lap.
Keep it up, Mandy. You're doing good.
That's one more down. She's got willpower. You just can't buy that. I mean, it's either there or it's not. Might have that Hansen mentality after all. She's learned a lot. Even though I see her as a little girl, she's a big girl. She gets it. I'm proud of you, Mandy. You're doing good.
Thank you.
Proud of her. Really proud of her.
Hey, I want everybody to bite.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
On the 125-foot Northwestern,
On three. Wait, swords. Let's go. Down the hatch. Okay, enough of that.
after dispensing with the family tradition, it's time to get to work.
Okay, here we go.
Roger that. Yeah, buddy. I want some crab. I want some crab. Same crew, good guys. Boat's running great. And, you know, all we need now is to find some crab.
Just 10 minutes into their set.
I got no steering. Norm, Ed, I got no steering. Oh, damn it! Oh, no, it's, shoot. Come on. Turn that jog stick over. To the right, to the right. No, not to the left, to the right. Damn it. So I can steer to port, I can't steer to starboard. It won't bring it back. It's trying, the rudder's trying to bring it back. Damn it! Why now? This is not good. This is really not good. We got all our gear on the boat. Okay, let me think.
Stacked with 158,000 pounds of Opelio gear and no steering, the Northwestern is at the mercy of the Bering Sea.
Well, first things first, pull this off. Let's look. You got to start from the beginning, and that's the beginning, right?
Step 1. Check the wheelhouse rudder connections.
I didn't need this now.
Okay, it's off. You want to go try the port one?
Try the Norman. It goes from 22 to 21. So it's trying to move it, but it's not doing it.
I don't think that's what it is.
That's not good, Edgar. That's bad news. So if the magnetic doesn't work, that means that,
It's downstairs.
you think it's downstairs?
Yep.
I want to get these pots in the water.
All right.
With no replacement on board, Sig must rely on his fellow fishermen for help.
Cascade Mariner, 16. You got me here. It's Sig over here.
How you doing, buddy?
Oh, you know, I got no steering. Found out, and we went downstairs, and that was leaking. Wonder if you might have something like that.
I got a different system than you guys got.
Ah, boy.
I think I got the same system there. I got one.
Who's that? Okay. Well, we might be in luck here.
A couple more here. I'll be coming over your way. I'm just right to the east of you.
I see. Roger. Go down and tell Edgar that I have a possible spare, 2 possible spares.
Yeah, he's gonna tie on here in a second.
Attached to 300 feet of line, a spare pump from the Kiska Sea is pulled aboard.
Got a bag of parts here too.
That's the same one.
Damn it! We are stuck, and we really can't go anywhere, but that can get us back to town.
The old-fashioned ship's wheel is a clunky, labor-intensive way to steer.
It's not very fun.
But the captain is running out of options.
I'm still gonna try to fix this thing while I can.
If Edgar can't fix that valve down there, then we're gonna have to go north about 70 miles manually, so we gotta have one guy on the wheel, one guy on the throttle.
Just fuel drain and box your buddy. Sets in 5 minutes. All I need is to be able to keep this on there without oil pouring out, and I think it'll work. Has to work. Get the water.
We're gonna try it here in just a second. He's putting on the final plate. Oh, all right, here we go. He's waving. Okay, I'm gonna slow down a little bit. Get your hand off the wheel, Jake. We're gonna give it a try. I'm gonna turn to starboard. There she goes. It works. We got starboard. We got starboard. We got port. You know what? Honestly, my hat's off to Edgar right now. Man, that's amazing.
On the 125-foot Northwestern,
Right now, the guys are in the engine room. It didn't look good at all. Everything is complete toast. It's fried.
more than halfway through the winter season, Captain Sig Hansen and crew are still licking their wounds.
I don't think there's one specific reason why that panel caught fire. If there is, we haven't found it.
On this right now?
No, not right now. So I took those out. I unplugged all those. I just went 4 into that, and from here to that. And I used what I could.
Now that all that dry cam's on everything, we're just small. Once we gut this, we gotta wipe everything down and get everything cleaned out because this is nothing.
Just days ago, in the midst of their best fishing of the season, Sig faced his worst nightmare.
Get the flashlight so bigger, get the other generator going.
An engine room fire at sea.
We had cables flown in, plus breakers, fuses. And so they're finally starting to put something into the panel. We've got some momentum here. They did a good job here. You can see everything's new, but it's still not 100%.
Captain Sig Hansen inspects the newly repaired electrical panel.
For now, this is temporary, but at least it'll get us through the season so we can finish up what we started.
There's just one final hurdle before the boat can head back to sea. Throwing the switch.
Well, we're getting everything started up here. We've been on shore power. If everything passes the test, we'll head out of here.
We're gonna go from this breaker shore power over to the big one starboard, and that's the one that burned us down. Guess we're ready. Oh, ready as we're gonna be.
Okay, here we go.
Green button's a crane. You see the light flicker and then flicker again. Should be on. On. Two. Hydros, that block's been out for 8 days. Nice. I'm gonna try a crane. Yeah, we got movement on deck. Northwestern is moving again.
After being shut down for over a week, the Northwestern is back.
Let's go, let's go. Get away from the dock here. Let's go start another trip. You ready for this one, Mandy? It's been damn near 2 weeks since we pulled those pots. So hopefully there's crab in these pots. Hopefully they didn't crawl out. Hopefully there's no holes. Hopefully there's no sand fleas that are eating the crab.
With his crab sitting idle on the sea floor for over a week, the condition of what's in the pots is anyone's guess.
What else can I say? Just gonna go string by string, and if they do something, great. If they fail, really hard to recover. See if there's any crab in this thing. I know you're kidding. Pull the pot. No, I'm not kidding. You got to shut him down? Oh, God. Oh, God. Where is this dark cloud coming from, man? There's a leak on the hose on the coiler. Oh, yeah, it's cracked all the way through.
Well, the coiler, I mean, we got so much line on these pots. If it takes 10 minutes to fix, it'll save you, I don't know, a day in the long run of hand coiling. It's a lot of hand coiling.
With 450 feet of line on each pot, the coiler sure does make life easier.
I'm not gonna let a little leak scare me here. Although it does. First pot. Okay, we're good. Okay, we're off and running. All right, first pot coming up after our fix. Sure you want to be a crab fisherman? Just one after the next. Come on now, let's see some 300s. Big numbers. Yeah! Oh yeah! What's that look like to you? 400. Are they alive? Oh my God, thank you so much, Lord. Oh man, and it's all clean?
All clean.
That is bizarre, fellas. Oh my God, thank you. That's still looking good.
Oh yeah.
3 in there, right?
Oh yeah.
At least 350, yeah, they're all nice. You can see it from here.
It's tough because you feel like we've been just behind the 8 ball after that fire. All I can say is I'm thankful that we saw a couple of decent numbers here because that's the shot in the arm that I needed myself. And as far as a crew motivator, that really helped.
On the 125-foot Northwestern,
They did a good job here. You can see everything's new, but it's still not 100%.
Captain Sig Hansen inspects the newly repaired electrical panel.
For now, this is temporary, but at least it'll get us through the season so we can finish up what we started.
There's just one final hurdle before the boat can head back to sea. Throwing the switch.
Well, we're getting everything started up here. We've been on shore power. If everything passes the test, we'll head out of here.
We're gonna go from this breaker shore power over to the big one starboard, and that's the one that burned us down. Guess we're ready. Oh, ready as we're gonna be. Brush please.
Okay, here we go. Yeah! Perfect. Putting out 208 volts. Perfect.
Green button's a crane. Should see the light flicker and then flicker again. Should be on. On. 2. Hydros, that block's been out for 8 days. Nice. I'm gonna try a crane. Yeah, we got movement on deck. Northwestern is moving again.
After being shut down for over a week, the Northwestern is back.
Let's go, let's go. Get away from the dock here. Let's go start another trip.
Northwestern is back officially on her own power. That's a good feeling.
To be perfectly honest, I'm a little skittish. You know, it's the boat went through a fire, and it is a whole new panel. You know, now you gotta go out there, re-find crab, restart your season, regain a momentum, and try to keep it going. And it's tough.
335 miles northwest of Dutch Harbor.
Where's everybody? We on deck?
Yep, we're good.
On the Northwestern,
Powwow. Ready to start hauling?
Ready for 10 days.
I know. Actually, it's been exactly 14 days since we hauled the last pots here. It's crazy.
finally back on the grounds after the boat caught fire.
But don't let it get you down. I mean, like, we're starting over. This is it.
Captain Sig Hansen rallies his troops.
Starting over. Second half, new start.
go. Let's get hauling.
You ready for this one, Mandy? It's been damn near 2 weeks since we pulled those pots. So hopefully there's crab in these pots. Hopefully they didn't crawl out. Hopefully there's no holes. Hopefully there's no sand fleas that are eating the crab.
With his crab sitting idle on the sea floor for over a week, the condition of what's in the pots is anyone's guess.
What else can I say? Just gonna go string by string, and if they do something, great. If they fail, really hard to recover. See if there's any crab in this thing. I know you're kidding. Pull the pot.
No, I'm not kidding.
You got to shut him down? Oh, God. Oh, God. Where is this dark cloud coming from, man? There's a leak on the hose on the coiler.
Oh, yeah, it's cracked all the way through. Well, the coiler, I mean, we got so much line on these pots. If it takes 10 minutes to fix, it'll save you, I don't know, a day in the long run of hand coiling. It's a lot of hand coiling.
With 450 feet of line on each pot, the coiler sure does make life easier.
I'm not gonna let a little leak scare me here. Although it does.
First pot.
Okay, we're off and running. All right, first pot coming up after our fix. Sure you want to be a crab fisherman? Just one after the next. Come on now, let's see some 300s. Big numbers. Yeah! Oh yeah! What's that look like to you? 400. Are they alive? Oh my God, thank you so much, Lord.
Oh, man. And it's all clean?
All clean.
That is bizarre, fellas. Oh my God, thank you. That's still looking good.
Oh, yeah.
The 3 in there, right?
Oh yeah.
At least 350, yeah, they're all nice. You can see it from here.
It's tough because you feel like we've been just behind the 8 ball after that fire. All I can say is I'm thankful that we saw a couple of decent numbers here, because that's the shot in the arm that I needed myself. And as far as a crew motivator, that really helped.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah.
Singer. Oh, I love looking at that. That is just beautiful. Never gets old, does it? Cheapers, 700-800 in that thing. This is really fun. Whoa! Hey, we're losing power! Stay calm. Stay calm.
I know I'm looking.
Hurry.
Flashlights now! I'm looking.
Vessel 2-3 miles northwestern. You read? Is there a fire? Do you got it out?
Get out of there!
Give me a CO2.
There's a big one. There goes the bottom of the stairs.
We don't have any fire. We don't have any stuff on fire.
Okay.
Rick, talk to me.
Don't go down, hey!
You stay.
Get out of there. You get out of there.
Stay calm. Stay calm. Vessel setting gear. I think you're about 4 miles off Northwestern. You read me?
The whole panel was engulfed.
Downstairs in the engine room?
Yep.
Okay, I'm ready.
You going down? I'm down. Got it out!
Open the front door. That guy didn't answer me on the radio. You okay? You okay? Good. Do you want to shut that main down? What's trip? That's tank one. There's tank one, there's tank two. Yeah, but this guy melted, this guy melted. Ooh, that one's bad. That's a pump, that's a pump. They both fried. Okay, let's get some air. Okay, wait a minute. Come and get some air. It's not Edgar.
Close that door.
Might open the wheelhouse doors too.
Well, I'll shut this one. It'll go on.
With the fire extinguished, captain and crew must assess the damage, then hatch a plan to get home. Still 170 miles from land. On the Northwestern,
Right now, Edgar's trying to get that panel cleaned up so that we can utilize our 4-cylinder engine and isolate a couple of those breakers so that we can at least get power to our crab pumps. That's our priority right now.
after a fire in the engine room took out the boat's electrical system, engineer Edgar Hansen has been working 24/7 to restore power. To bring the pumps back online, Edgar must negotiate a rat's nest of burnt wires and bad connections.
To those compressor. Come on, baby. Yeah! And there was light. And it was good. And we have a pump. We can just get power.
Turning on the steering.
Okay, really? Okay, don't touch Mandy. Or get her straightened out. Norm, can you turn on that GPS that runs this autopilot, please? Get her going, keep her on 105. Yeah, this one. So far, so good. On. Oh! What was that? That was that light? Steer. Left, port. What the hell was that?
It was right here.
Right here.
It was right there.
Oh, that light bulb?
Is it this? Steer to port.
Yeah,
Well, we.
I thought it was your phone.
Why did that happen? Oh, you arced it on the. Hold on! We got another fire up here! Smart guy! Alright, steer to starboard and then stop. This is 145. Okay, just now back up. So I now have, okay, here we go. Okay, Mandy, don't touch.
Fresh water, hot water.
Oh, yeah! Yeah, I got it. I got steering. I have manual. Okay, Mandy, you're on watch. Get in here. Hey! There, a little easier. Keep this at 104. Sit right there. Steer. Right there. Rudder, this. Awesome!
Edgar surprises me every day. He never went to school, no nothing, but most of the fishermen that I know, they never went to school. They've learned everything they do know from experience, from failure alone, It takes time to work things back up, and that's how they learn, by pulling things apart and putting it back together and coming into these situations.
And that pump, you're just on that aft pump?
I got all 3 pumps going.
Oh, no. We're out of here. I'm going to Dutch. Okay, good job.
Thanks.
On the Northwestern,
I chose not to fish out there in 24-foot seas. It's so late in the game, I just don't want anybody to get hurt, and I'm beating the boat up.
heavy seas and 40-knot winds have forced Captain Sig Hansen to an early offload.
You've got all the whitewater breakers coming up on that jetty. So you got to surf your way in and then turn 90 degrees to get into that place.
But maneuvering into the harbor is a different story. If Sig's timing is off just slightly and a wave catches them broadside, the Northwestern and her crew will be smashed across the treacherous jetty.
Wow, wow, wow. Well, I think we're stuck out here.
With the harbor entrance inaccessible,
And that risk is not worth it. Once again, Mother Nature is in control. Not me.
instead of battling the waves to enter the harbor,
I don't want to die out here.
Captain Sig will drop anchor and wait for calmer seas.
Anchor up. We got a nice muddy bottom here, but it's not the best.
There you go. All right, you're out.
So when we anchor up, it's tough because you've got swell coming one way and wind going the other. So even though your boat's being held back by the wind, you still got that swell rocking and rolling.
Yeah. Give it a kick.
It'll take probably half a day for this to mellow out, if not more. So just because you're sitting on anchor doesn't mean you're sitting pretty. You got a big groundswell, surge. Well, we got to keep an eye on things here.
The anchor grabs a hold of the bottom, but the extreme weather puts maximum stress on the old equipment.
I think it'd be all right. She's holding, but we do have this swell coming in. Oh. It's busted. It's lost it. No.
The cable holding the boat's 1,500-pound anchor
Cable snapped.
is broken.
This sucks. You got the wind holding us back, and then a big swell came in. It was just enough to part the cable. We'll be jogging tonight.
Without an anchor, both boat and crew are vulnerable to the wrath of the Bering Sea.
That was big. All you hear is pow! Knew it was gone. So now our anchor is on the bottom.
Trying to think if I can get that thing back now.
You guys out there?
Come up for a sec. Let's get a game plan here. Gotta find a way to retrieve the anchor.
The cable snapped between the boat and the 2 buoys, which mark the severed anchor cable's location.
The cable is on those bags. I think if you can get a lasso around those surge bags, if I bring it up to the side of those surge bags, and then you just loop it, just put a nylon, loop, boom. Then you can take that nylon and you run it around and you pull them both up. They're both gonna wind up. See what I mean? Huh?
Allow me to translate. To retrieve the anchor, they need to reconnect the 2 pieces of broken cable with a nylon line. And then, hope it holds as they winch the 5,300 pounds of cable, chain, and anchor back aboard the boat.
I mean, do you think that's doable?
Easier said than done.
Let's try it. Yeah. Reel it up. Nice, big lasso.
Come on, Carl, do it. Get it, Carl. Don't jump. You got way!
There we go.
Hey!
Quickly! Go.
Watch out. Call up the flag off a little.
We got it!
You gonna tie it on the end? Nicely done.
With the 2 ends of the cable connected by a 3/4-inch nylon line. It's now up to Sig to maneuver the boat to haul up the 5,000 pounds of steel.
Okay, go easy. I need to just keep slack. My job is to stay ahead of it so that we lift the cable straight up if I can. We don't want any strain on it now, because you'll just snap that line. That line is solely there to lift up that cable. Lift it up.
Okay, bring it up, man. Get that cable up on it.
Try to overlap it so you get a bite. If we can get a wrap on that drum, then we've got it.
Okay, coming off that drum.
Oh yeah, we got it. That's ours. We own it. Not bad. We'll get our anchor back.
Hey, Northwestern!
That was slick. I'm afraid to ask what's next.
On the Northwestern,
Nervous?
No.
You should be nervous. This It's not the most tender start we were looking for, but we've been in a hurry all night long to get these pots off to beat this weather. Well, we're under the gun because it just keeps getting worse.
Having set his gear throughout the night,
Hopefully we can get this string off without any incidents, and then it's time to wait.
Captain Sig Hansen has one string left to clear his deck.
Be careful!
Ooh. Hang on there. It's starting to it's not gusting, it's really starting to come. I think I'm gonna call this string a nick of time because it's starting to howl, man.
You hear that in the rafters howling? That's when it's blowing over 50 and just starting, so the waves haven't really caught up to the wind yet. But it's supposed to be gusting up to 70 soon, so I'd like to be inside when that happens. Hell of a start to 216. I don't remember one in a while like this.
Keep it together, 3 left. I'm starting to stress out a little bit, you know, clock's ticking.
Hang on, get out of the way.
Get this last one off and then we can just take a break here. Ooh. Whoa, look at that wave. Oh, come on, baby. Don't hit my... Watch out! Oh, man! Oh! Oh, it's gonna be a tough night. Gotta pay attention. Gotta pay attention. That's what sucks when they break right over the bow like that. You guys all right?
Yeah.
At the end of their first set, a 35-foot rogue wave ravaged the Northwestern's bow.
That's the finest right there. Get a little away, catch some crowd.
Gotta pay attention.
Last pot coming up. Be careful. Ophelia.
Oh yeah, I finally got the gear off. It's blowing now. Perfect time to get the gear off.
Nice work, guys. That was well done. Those guys don't sound too nervous, and I'm just sitting there with the shakes. I haven't all the pot, and we're already getting our butt kicked. At least the gear's soaking, and if we hit something, maybe it'll pay off.
With an empty deck,
There's nothing you can do. You just gotta idle into it and wait for this to subside.
Captain Sig Hansen jogs downwind to ride out the storm.
Being out here, risking life and limb, I don't know. I've had better ideas. Weather's totally screwed up for everything we want to do.
What happened there?
Look at the bow.
What? Look at the whole bow. Still rolling.
Huh?
Crack.
What? Yeah, we took a hit.
Ouch. Look at that buckle. Buckle there, buckle there. I know the whole bow's buckled.
I thought paint was coming up there and the whole thing's bent.
It's cracked.
And I didn't notice that one up there. There's a hole in the right in the rim.
Oh yeah, peel it all up.
Oh yeah, even that one stanchion's bent.
Even that's bent, and you can see the paint behind it on the crack. Yeah, we tore it up. No, that's crunched, man.
Yeah. Even that rib is bent.
I know, it's bent. So it moved. I think it's weak over there. I think that whole thing's been weak for years. But it should hold up to more than that. Looks like we gotta go to Seattle and fix that.
The wave's power crumpled the thick steel like an empty tin can.
I hope we got something in the gear, man. That's all I can say.
For some, this year's large bear die quota could be a career saver. For others,
The reality is we have quite a bit of bear die quota. I can't do it all. That's the bottom line.
it's too much of a good thing.
I don't want to see any of the value of that quota being left on the table if I can help it. Because of that, I'm looking for a boat that would be dedicated to fishing bear die.
To lighten his 317,000 kilo load, the captain looks to lease some of his quota.
There's a kid on a boat called Brenna A. His name is Shawn Dwyer. It seems like he's got a pretty level head on his shoulders. I do know that, you know, he's a go-getter and he's trying to make this thing work.
Nearly 3,000 kilometers away, in Seattle, Washington.
Hello?
Shawn?
Yep.
Hey, Shawn, this is Sig Hansen.
Sig calls 23-year-old captain of the Brenna A, Shawn Dwyer.
I've heard you're looking for quota, is that right?
Yeah, I'm the Brenna A. Hasn't been fishing in a while.
Well, I was looking for some Opies, but they're real hard to come by.
All right, well, I've got an opportunity for you, and
It's bear die, you know,
it's close to a couple 100,000 pounds.
Okay.
with the Opies and the king crab.
I just don't have the time to do it.
Wow.
Sig offers the young skipper a golden opportunity. 90,000 kilos of bear die quota.
I mean, it's something that might really get your foot in the door and start building on a reputation.
You follow what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shawn's original plan was to fish opilio crab in January, but committing to Sig means rushing to launch 3 months earlier.
Hey, I can make it happen, you know. I'll get my together and really get it going.
I'll get it. I know I will. I just gotta, get in gear.
All right, all right, man. I'm out.
Okay,
Good luck.
thanks. Bye.
When I first ran this boat, you know, I was looking for advice from a lot of guys and didn't seem to get much advice back. It's a grind. The only word that I can use is grind. This is when the gloves come off and, you know, the fishing starts.
Well, my name's Shawn Dwyer, and I run the Brenna A.
23-year-old Captain Shawn Dwyer prepares to join the Alaskan crab fleet.
Sig wants me to get going on this. It's a pretty tight time frame, but I'm committed now. I already told him I'd do it.
I have not ran a crab boat yet. I know what I'm getting into, I think.
So we're taking all the tender gear off the boat, and then we'll be bringing on some crab gear, some crab pots later in the week here. This is just like a one check. We got a lot more to go.
Primarily a salmon tenderer, the Brenna A has spent the last month being converted to a crab boat.
I've been working on boats since I was 12 years old. My dad started when he was 19. My mom's dad fished, his dad fished.
I've learned a lot, like mechanically wise, from him because he's pretty savvy. Not your average 23-year-old.
Yeah, 23 is definitely the youngest I've ever heard a skipper, especially out crabbing.
Shawn is 23 years old, and he pretty much followed his dad around from the time he could walk, doing whatever Pat did.
In the wheelhouse, Jenny Dwyer, boat owner and the captain's mother.
if Pat was washing dishes, Shawn was right next to him working the spray hose.
Until I got old enough to realize that washing dishes was not fun.
Exactly.
Growing up, I just knew that this is what I wanted to do. I wanted to be where my dad was. His mentality was never take it easy on Shawn because he's my kid. It was always, hey, pile it on, make it harder for him. Maybe he'll want to do something else.
Pat he was a big, stocky guy. I mean, he was shoving crown pots around the deck, and it got to the point where he couldn't even pick up a fork. When you're living with ALS and you're watching your father lose his ability to do stuff, you figure out what life is about pretty darn quickly.
3 years ago, Shawn's dad passed away from ALS, also known as Lou Gehrig's disease.
I really admired him for how strong he was mentally. And instead of thinking, well, I'm dying, here we go, it was, what's next? How do I get to where I want to go? You just jump in with both feet. And so that's kind of what I'm doing here.
He knew that buying this boat was going to be a level of security for us. And his goal was always to get this boat out crabbing. And he just ran out of time.
With his father gone, the family's fortunes now rest on the young 23-year-old's shoulders.
It's like, there's no point in all the... If you want to go fishing, go fishing. I'm going to go all in.
290 kilometers northeast of Dutch Harbour, on the Northwestern.
We're getting our bait prepared for our first couple of strings. Right at noon is when we want to set.
Well, we're getting close to setting our gear. Try not to let the anticipation get the best of us. Much farther west this year. This is more of an old school area. It's been over 10 years, it's been 11 years since I've been out here.
With the warm waters of El Nino spreading across the Bering Sea, Captain Sig Hansen is banking his first set on an old hunting ground.
I'm going to set down the hill, and then we're going to set below what we just did, even deeper.
Before the new season gets underway,
we should get down there and see what those guys are doing. Some of you got to bite that head for good luck.
the skipper must see to an old world tradition.
See, it's already starting to ooze a little bit. That's the good stuff right there. Got a new crew member on board. Oh, we got a nice little thawed out herring here for Ricky. We're gonna make Rick do it. Happy birthday!
For a little added luck,
You get
Edgar takes one for the team.
Oh, that was fermented. You can always tell the greenhorn because he's the one who throws up. He got into the guts. Do this. Why?
35 million pounds of crab out here somewhere. Where the hell are they? It's like a desert.
Oh no!
Now, I've never seen anything like this so weak. We really got to get moving and find something. We're back in the search mode. There's nothing else we can do. I don't know. You know, if the crab were dug down, maybe they're just in the deep this year. When the weather's bad, a lot of times you peleo settle in the bottom. The last few years, we've been fishing in the 50-fathom range. I'm gonna go even deeper, 82, 3, 4, 5 fathoms. So I think we should run up here. There's a big canyon. It's got cliffs on either side. Phil used to like to come up here a lot. Hopefully it'll pay off for us. I'm just gonna slam gear all over it.
Just hours before heading in, Sig plans to leave his comfort zone to fish a narrow chasm on the ocean floor.
Dick Laker, I'm going to show you what we're doing. All right. I got a feeling the crab are right here, into the canyon. We're set up to fish at 50 fathoms. If we're gonna be playing in the canyon, we gotta put some line on these things. Otherwise, it's just gonna pull those bags down and create a big problem.
To reach the bottom of the canyon, deckhands must tie another 180 feet of line to every pot.
As it's coming up, you just break it, tie 2 knots, and throw a pot.
Yeah, we're gonna grab them and just bump them over a little bit. All right, deal?
It's straight on.
Yeah?
Doesn't really like to fish usually don't.
Extra line's more waste of time. Heavy. You gotta pick up every one. Every day.
The extra line adds 50 pounds to each shot.
Oh, head don't hurt before something like that. They will after.
Guys are really tired. They're burned out today. But you just gotta go that extra mile. You know, you make big aggressive moves and sometimes it does pay off, sometimes it doesn't. Right now, there's nothing else we can do. You know, now it's the chase. Time is of the essence.
After rigging and setting their gear in deeper water,
They've done a lot of tying and untying knots, changing all the shots out. It wears on you. Absolutely beat down.
Captain Sig's quota and his crew's morale depend on this next string.
We have today, and then we have to go in. I'm gonna need about a 250, 300 crab average to get what we need. Okay, come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Oh, yeah. Wow. That's heavy, all right. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. You like that? That's what we were looking for, huh? Oh, my God. That's how you start the morning.
Ah! Heavy door! Even heavier! Ow! Oh, my God.
That's big pot.
That's what we all live for, is to be able to shovel like this.
That's clean crab. Count it.
500.
5?
Yeah, it's going down.
Everything's going down.
Yeah.
This is a really good sign. Are they along this whole depth the whole way up and down the trench? I don't know.
Oh! Crossbar! Oh my God! Oh my God!
Yeah! How you like that one, Carl?
Oh yeah!
I love it. How many? 700. I can live with 700s all day long. So they're definitely deep. That's where they're at. And we're setting them back.
If the captain can maintain a 250 average, he'll beat the clock and deliver a full load of crab.
Every day is a new game. You get that shot in the arm and you feel like, okay, I can do something with this.
Oh! 695.
I got brooms in the engine room. It's fine.
Yep.
Get 700 grab. You want every damn one of them in there.
Guys are just loving it. We're just gonna start turning and burning and just rip gear till we gotta go in. Just keep pounding this area, you know, get what we can while we can. Fast and furious.
Captain Sig and crew haul their final pot of the trip before turning to port.
Yeah!
All big ones, too. That's 1,100 pounds.
Tanks are looking good.
That was an 880 count. That was a 900 count pot. Pretty good. And that should get us full. So that is a deckhand's dream. That's captain's dream. Love it. Pow! That's just like winning the lottery, especially after the start we had.
Aboard the 125-foot Northwestern.
Right now, we're at battle stations. The whole fleet is on high alert. Weather blew probably, I don't know, it must have been 40 with 50 gusts last night.
Captain Sig Hansen heads straight into the grasp of the 675-mile-wide super typhoon.
We've had a shift in the weather. Nuri is coming in with southerly southwest. And so you're going to have bigger seas. You have to watch every wave.
Just hours ago.
Watch the rock there. Watch out, watch out, watch out!
Nuri said hello. Blindsiding the boat and crew with a monster rogue wave.
Weather really came up last night, so I'm playing Russian roulette here.
Just 6 days into his first Beardeye trip.
I don't want to be out here with this weather thing, but I feel like I need to push it as far as I can because the numbers don't justify for us to go in.
Captain Sig must face the storm to fill the empty boat.
Main thing is safety, time and safety. The hell? Anderson, I lost my steering. Now what? Drifting around like this? We're sitting ducks.
Losing steering leaves the skipper unable to protect the boat and crew from the intensifying typhoon.
The boat drifts on her nose and then the waves smash on the stern. It'll shudder this boat like an earthquake. Oh, what's next? Come on.
Apparently we lost steering. How severe it is, I don't know. Doesn't sound good. It doesn't help the weather.
In charge of the repair, deckhand Jake Anderson.
This boat doesn't like to be drifting around like this. We need to get going here. Oh, hang on.
It's the pump downstairs. There's hydraulic fluid everywhere.
There's hydraulic fluid.
Thing in check.
You don't know where it's leaking from. Get everything cleaned up and then see where it's leaking.
Okay, I'll go down there.
So we're just trying to find the leak right now. There's oil all over the place. You don't know where it actually came from or why. Jake's under more pressure because Edgar's not here. And it's bad, you know. I'm helpless until we can get this thing fixed. So it's pretty much on him.
If the repair fails, the Northwestern will be rudderless and Typhoon Nuri.
This is times like this, though, it's really nice having Edgar on board. I'm not saying Jake can't fix it, but now we're getting slapped around pretty good, so there are benefits of having Edgar here. This would be one of them in a crisis situation.
Tell them we're gonna change the gauge right now.
Is that where the oil's coming from?
Yeah, tell them.
Pressure gauge.
Tell them that it's probably gonna. We're hoping that'll work.
Pressure gauge, they're changing it out. He's hoping that'll work. He does have a new one, right? Brand new out of the box.
Well, we got port, starboard. All right, so we've got the steering back.
He's turning. You see the pressure go up in the gauge. It goes up when he turns. That's how we do it work.
So we have steering. And not soon enough, these waves are beating us to death. So what happened was that pressure gauge blew out, and all the oil flew out of that. Didn't take a lot of loss of oil in there before we lost the steering. Just amazing. One little tiny little glitch, one little part, you know, stopped the whole thing from working and put us in harm's way.
There's a lot of pressure on me because it's my turn to come down here. And it doesn't matter if it's an easy fix or it's a hard fix. Everything relies on me being able to fix it. So.
Jake aspires to be, you know, I think he aspires to be as good as Edgar. And so I imagine it's putting a little stress on him, but he's handling it well.
I'm going to be a skipper. I'm going to be able to do this.
For some reason, we're paying the price for Barradine. I guess we're paying the price for that good king crab season. What I thought would be a fun season to go out and try is now turning into a nightmare.
Night settles on the Bering Sea as Typhoon Nuri shows her teeth.
Today was horrible. You know, the weather, we thought it was going to subside, and it's actually increased. No, I think that's it for me, man. I can't do any more of this. Hey, you guys, that's it. We're done. You guys just tighten up the deck, go in. Let's call it a night.
Thank God.
No, that's enough. It's crazy. It's just miserable. It slows everything down. It's kind of how the Bering Sea works. Basically risking life and limb. This is just not worth it to me to take any chances. With the weather and the fishing and mechanical problems, it's the right thing to do, you know? I mean, we don't want to hurt anybody.